Welcome everyone to the next lecture of JavaScript. Today our topic is JavaScript data types. We will discuss what are data types. So for this I am just directly jumping to the code, and through code I will give you a clear concept. For example, I want to create an object array in JavaScript. Now what is object? Then we will discuss it later in the upcoming lectures, but first we have to understand what are data types. For example, I am creating a variable man. We have discussed this in previous lecture. Variable man, and I am saying that it would have and I am saying that it would be having some objects. This variable would have some object. For example, first name colon is equal to double quotes tech, then comma, as it's an array objects. Last name colon geek, and for example I am giving some age. You can take any kind of information whatever you want, and it's 30 for instance. Now what does it mean? It means that the variable which I have created by the name of man, and I am saying that the first name is tech and the last name is geek and the age is 30. So this is a JavaScript object, but we will in detail discuss it in the upcoming lectures. But in today's lecture you have to see that this fname is having the data type string, the last name is having the data type geek, which is also string, and the age is having data type integer. So strings are enclosed inside double quotes or single quotes, and integers is written in number. So these are JavaScript data types. Now for example, if I want to print this on my HTML page, then how I will do it? For this I would create one paragraph and I would give some ID to this paragraph. I have given the ID by the name of para. Now what I want to do is I want to print this information in my HTML paragraph. Then if you want to print JavaScript data in your HTML, for this you have to do document.getElementById, and the ID in which I want to print the data is para, because as you can see that my paragraph is having ID para and I want to print information here. For this I am saying that document.getElementById, take this ID, and in its inner HTML what I want to do, I want to say that the first name plus, as it's JavaScript, first name plus is, then again JavaScript plus. In JavaScript this plus means concatenation. It added the previous with the second one, so it concatenate this first name with is, then first name is, and then I want to say that men dot fname. If I want to access the array, then the variable by the name of man would be taken, and then dot. Inside it I want to print fname. So it would basically print the first name for me, and then I want to break the line. So for this I would give line break inside double quote, then plus, and after it what I will do, I will print other information, last name plus is plus main dot lname plus br line break age is main dot age plus, now I don't need any line break, and here I would end it with semicolon. So let me launch it so you will see the effect. As you can see that the first name is stack, last name is Geek, and age is 30. Let me give some spaces. So here I'm giving space, here also, here also, here also, and here. As you can see, the first name is stack, the last name is Geek, and the age is 30. What does it mean? What I have done, let me repeat it to you. I have created a paragraph and I have given some ID because inside it I want to print JavaScript data. I have created an object array in JavaScript, and the variable or the array name is main. My first object is fname, my second object is lname, my third object is age. Object is anything which is having some property. So first name is stack, last name is Geek, and age is 30. We will in detail discuss objects in the upcoming lectures. So this is an object with string data type, this is an object with string data type, and this is an object with integer data type. Now if I want to print this information inside the HTML, for this I would use one JavaScript method document. In this document, get the element, give me the element by the ID paragraph, this one, and its inner HTML. I want to do something inside this paragraph, and that is I am saying that the first name then plus concatenation in JavaScript is main.fname. Take this array name which is main, and I want to access the first name. So if we want to access, then dot fname, then a line break. Then in the same way, last name is I want to access main dot last name, so main dot last name, and then I want to access age, so main dot age. So these are about JavaScript data types. Now for example, I want to create another variable by the name of programming, and I want to find out the type of this variable. For this, let me create another paragraph, and this time I am saying that this is my second para. Now what I want to do is I'm saying that document.getElementById, and now in my second para I want to print some information. In its inner HTML, what I want to do, I want to say that give me the type of programming. I want to find out the type of this variable, that either it is string, either it is integer, either it is defined, either it is undefined, either it is boolean or what. So if you want to find out the type of data type or a variable, then for this you have to use the method type of. Now at this time it would give me undefined because the variable programming is having no value or it is not defined. So let me see. As you can see that it is undefined because I haven't defined any value, given any string or integer. Now if I want to give single quotes, this time it would give me string because I have given double quote, so it is giving me a string. The type of is string. Now if I want to give some text, for example some text, this time it would also give me a string because the value or the type of the variable is string. And if I give it true value, then it would give me boolean because true and false in JavaScript and other programming language is boolean. So true is boolean, and if I type false, it would give me also boolean. This is also boolean. Now if I give it some value, for example 56, then this time it would be an integer. Type of would be integer. As you can see that it's giving me integer or number. So the type of this variable is now number. Hope guys that it helps you a lot. See you in the next lecture.